Hi there. My name is Tercy Engelhardt, and I want to welcome you to the Unreasonably Grateful podcast, Living in Grace by Choice. So, once again, this week, like every other previous week, whether you've been with me for your first week or if you've been with me for could be maybe 200 weeks, I want to welcome you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making me a part of your journey. Thank you for being a part of my journey. One of the ways that we can connect in this opportunity to reclaim broken off pieces of ourselves, to clean up messes we've made in the past, and begin to make choices that lead to a healthier, happier lifestyle together is through sharing our stories. And I know I learned a lot from other people's stories while I was going through my 38-year journey of recovery, which I'm still in. After living an addictive lifestyle for 20 years, struggling with healing from sexual abuse as a teenager, and then living with an eating disorder for 20 years, I know that little bits of wisdom I gleaned through listening to other people's stories and having something that they said about their life resonate with me. And it gave me an opportunity to see something in my own life, in my inner world, in my circumstances, and all of it that allowed me to take the next step, move a little bit further along on my journey. And it is my hope that through listening to this, there's something that you take away that impacts your journey in a positive way, kind of lightens your load. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. On Tuesdays, I offer individual sessions, and an individual session is simply an opportunity for me as an elder in the community to sit and listen. And as you share whatever it is that you may be going through or dealing with, I can hear things that perhaps you don't experience or you don't see for yourself. And what I do is I reflect those back to you, and those may be, and usually are, how amazing you are, some version of that. Your beauty, your patience, your generosity, your kindness, your compassion, something that perhaps you don't quite see in the way that I'm seeing it. And through me holding up that mirror, you can begin to shift your perspective or view of yourself. If that's something that seems to have value to you, you can sign up on tercyengelhart.com. It's on a donation basis. And if so, I look forward to seeing you and getting to know you a little bit better. This particular episode today actually was inspired by one of those sessions. So I had the luxury of sitting with someone, and we were talking about what she was going through in her life. And I asked her, I said, does it sometimes feel like you didn't sign up for this lesson? And she said, yes. Yes, it does feel like that. So that's what inspired this, because I've certainly had that feeling. So, what I mean by that is there are lessons we sign up for. When we make choices in our life, there are consequences to those choices. And oftentimes, those consequences show up in the form of lessons, things for us to learn, where our integrity was out, where perhaps we've mistreated someone, where we've lost our temper, where we've cheated someone, where we've lied, where there could be anything. And those show up as lessons for us to learn, to be truthful, to be kind, to be compassionate, to be generous. And out of our immediate direct actions, we have these lessons, which I'm saying we've signed up for. But then there are those lessons that come to us through the people that we work with, the neighborhood or area that we live in, the grocery store clerk, the coffee barista, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the husband, the wife, the child, the grandchild. You could from anywhere. And then out of that process of our lives are so connected that lessons become ours through our relationship with other people. And so it can feel as if, hey, wait, I didn't sign up for this. And what I want you to consider is it is the generosity of that other person. That other person has actually probably made a sacrifice on your behalf so that you do get the lesson that is presenting itself for you. Whether or not it came as a direct result of something you did or didn't do, said or didn't say, choice that you made or didn't make, but it actually comes through someone who you have a connection to. And I think the value of that is one, recognizing how intermingled our lives are, how your healing is a part of my healing is a part of your healing. And if we can stop seeing the other person as the problem, but see them as the opportunity to learn something that perhaps without that person, we might not learn, there can be value in that. And I want to encourage you to do that because you see, as long as we see someone else as the problem, they're left with we're trying to either fix them, change them, we're reinforcing that they have a problem, that they need fixing, that they need changing, that there is something wrong with them. And they're probably already living with that as an internal experience. But if we can see them as a contribution, as an opportunity to our lives, as a Zen master who's teaching us to stay awake and not get distracted and not fall asleep, and to learn a deeper level of unconditional love, of sacrifice and surrender, then it's a blessing, not a curse. Then it's a blessing that this lesson has come through them to us, and we can be grateful. So I want you to take that on this week. I want you to look at wherever in your life you're being, hey, this isn't really my gig. This isn't really my stuff. This is your stuff. And instead see, oh, our stuff is intermingled here. There's a lesson in this for me as well, just as there is a lesson for that person. See, it's no wonder that people step away from their environment, their home life, their family of origin, and go to a recovery center and recover, and then return and relapse. Because there is this intermingling dynamic. There are ways in which our lives touch and impact one another's that either enhance or inhibit our healing. And what I'm asking of you is that you become a person who your interactions with other people always, always, always enhances your own healing as well as theirs. So take that on this week. And I'd love to hear about it. You can always communicate with me through Tercy at tercyenglehart.com. And I'd love to hear about what you see and what you notice and how you've enhanced your own journey as well as the journey of someone else. Have an awesome week, and I'll see you here next week.